Good morning. Happy Friday. Miss Golden Girl here. I decided to come live this Friday morning. Woo! Guess what's happening this weekend? Michigan State University plays University of Michigan. That's a big rivalry. I graduated from Michigan State. So I'm going to be rooting for Michigan State on Saturday. But I want to talk to you this morning about evolving. Yes, I am evolving in my golden years, and that is age 65 to 80. Yes. And some of you may be beyond 80. And so we want to talk about that too. Evolving in our golden years and beyond age 80. Yes. Well, here I am this morning. Yes. I said I got to stay relevant while I evolve in my golden years. And what do I mean by that? See here. Let's see. Hey. What I mean about staying relevant in my golden years is for me to stay on top of information that is important and beneficial to me for my health, my livelihood. So, look what I got. Medicare. Yes. Medicare and You 2024. Hey, I've been reading it. I'm on page 57. Yes, I'm on page 57. I got to be knowledgeable. I happen to have Medicare Advantage. I started out at age 65 with the traditional or the original Medicare. Well, about 3 or 4 years ago, I retired from the state of Michigan. So they made a decision that they were switching all of the retirees over to Medicare Advantage. And thus far, I've been okay with it, but I haven't had to really use my health plan too much. So that's why I have to refresh myself every so often about what my coverage is and what I do, since this brain can't keep all that information current. I call the insurance company before I'm going to incur a charge that I'm not aware of. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I'm talking about Medicare 24s. I want to stay relevant. I want to be aware of what my coverage is. One thing that I've learned in reading this book is that Medicare does not cover service outside of the United States. So what I do now when I have traveled outside of the United States, such as on a cruise, I get myself some travel insurance and I make sure I got enough medical coverage that could cover any emergencies. So I want you to be aware of that. Get your book out and read it, or either Google it. They have an online version that they said. But Medicare does not provide cover outside of the United States. So you want to get a good understanding of that. So now I'm reading it. One thing that's new this year that should be beneficial to those that are type 1 or type 2 diabetic, they are limiting the monthly cost of insulin and maybe other medication too. $35 a month. That is awesome. Yeah, that should be a saving for some. I went on insulin for 38 days in November last year, November 22nd, but only for 38 days. And I got myself off of that. But my insulin was going to cost me $120 a month. And I did purchase that first month's supply and paid $60 for the long-acting insulin and $60 for the short-acting insulin. So, I'm so glad. Hey, I'm telling you, that $120 a month, that was going to cut into, that great increase that we got for 2023, 8.7%, I think, in our Social Security monthly benefits. And so, I worked hard. I educated myself, self-educated myself. I exercised. I lost 20 pounds in that first 3 months. I watched everything. I logged everything that I put in my mouth. So I only paid that $120 just once. I just threw that insulin away. I had a lot of insulin left. Didn't know what to do with it. I had asked around, but they don't recommend that you give your insulin to anyone. So I held on to it about 10 months before I threw it away. I could just throw that money down the drain. But after 10 months, I took it out of the refrigerator and I tossed it. So, okay, now what else I did, October, since I'm a retiree from the state of Michigan, October begins our new calendar year for benefits. I think they take effect in October. Maybe it's January 1st of the year, whatever. But I went out online and I looked at what my 2024 is going to be. And the deductible is staying the same, but $400 per individual, and it's $800 per family. So it's just me. So my deductible is $400. My annual maximum out-of-pocket amount is $2,000 per individual and $4,000 for a family. So that would be a husband, wife, spouse, or they have some dependents. And so I went out online and I looked at all of that. I verified who my providers are. Still have Medicare Advantage through Blue Cross Blue Shield. My dental is Delta Dental. My prescription is Optum RX. And my vision is iMed. So I wrote all that down. You can't see that. And I've got to keep this current where I can, get my hands on it throughout the year so that I know what I have. Because if you don't use these providers, then you don't know. Of course, I use all of them annually pretty much. Yes, because now I don't take insulin, but I do have my device, my monitor I monitor my blood sugar. And so for that, I have the lancets and the test strips. And my prescription drug either is covered under prescription drug or either is covered under the Medicare Advantage, covers the lancets and the test strip. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It helps to be knowledgeable. When I was in the hospital and I found out that I was going to be discharged on insulin, my attending physician, he checked also about what my insurance would cover regarding the insulin. And then I called and verified it myself. But I didn't think about the test strips and the lancets. So when I went to get my good morning. Thank you for stopping by. I am talking about staying relevant with my health insurance, which is Medicare Advantage, and my dental, my prescription, my iMed. This is open enrollment for the original traditional Medicare, and it started October 15th through December the 7th. Now, if you have managed Medicare Advantage, you have also January 1st through March 31st, which you could switch if you wanted to switch back to the original Medicare, or if you want to change your provider. Blue Cross Blue Shield provides my Medicare Advantage. But as I was sharing, okay, so I go to get my prescription after being discharged from the hospital. And so I went to, where did I go? Well, wherever I went to the pharmacist, they didn't have in the hospital, they had given me the GE 100 monitor. So they didn't have the Lancets and the test strip for that. So I didn't get that filled. But, they were going to charge me some money for that. And, and I'm looking at it first. It's good to inspect everything. I wasn't that knowledgeable coming out of the hospital. I had just learned how to check my blood glucose while in the hospital. And they had, had me do it a few times. So I didn't get that prescription filled then. So the next time when I went to get it filled, certain pharmacies, they did not carry those particular Lancet and test strips for that device. I didn't want to buy another device monitor because I've already been built for that one in the hospital. So they told me Family Fare. It's a grocery store that has a pharmacy. So I went there. And so I had asked about the cost of it. And I think it was $10 a box or $15 a box for the test strips. And so I asked them, did my insurance cover it? And they said no. So I paid for that. So the next time when I was getting it filled, it was such a hard time. I was trying to find the Lancets. And so I said, well, Holy Spirit guide me. Go back to the pharmacy where they gave them at the hospital. So I contacted them, and they do service the public. So when I went in there to get the Lancets and to get the test strips, I said, well, does my insurance cover this? Because, I've got the Medicare Advantage, and then I have a prescription drug also. And the one staff person employee said no. And then when I got over to other one, I said, well, I've got two insurances. Are you checking both of my insurances? And so the one lady took the initiative and she checked it, and there is no cost for the Lancets, the test strips. I even can get the alcohol swab if the doctor writes the prescription for them. So, because that was going to be expensive to get those Lancets and test strips. So it's important to ask about everything that you need for your health care. Yes, the alcohol swabs, I can get those without a cost if the doctor writes the prescription. And right here in the Medicare book, this book right here, I read it and it's there. So that's why I'm on here today talking about being relevant. See, now, if I would have read this book before, when I first got it last year, see, that would have been before me going into the hospital. I could have saved that $15. I could have been more persistent, saying, no, check with my insurance. My insurance pays for the Lancets and for the test strip. But knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. And so happy Friday. Thank you for stopping in. But this is what I have to do as I embrace my golden years. I got to refresh myself annually and maybe go back every 3 months and look at my information. I also was looking, Medicare covers a wellness exam screening, but that's not the same as a physical exam. And so last year I was thinking, I want a physical exam. I want an EKG. I want the works. Well, I was admitted to the hospital, so I got the works, so I didn't have to worry about that. So I think I'm good for 2023 as far as a physical exam. I had that wellness screening. But next year in 2024, I'm going to have a physical exam, an annual physical. Now, my Medicare Advantage, it's got here that they say they cover it 100%. But I'm going to call them and I'm going to confirm that they cover an annual physical exam. That's hi. You got your book too? Yes, we got to stay up on it. Yes, I don't want anybody to be sleeping like I did last year. Didn't read that book as soon as I got it, and then was admitted to the hospital and paid for some Lancets that I didn't need. No, test strips that should have been covered by my insurance. But hey, I'm on it this year. Hey, I'm on it. I've been out on my state website. Last night I'm doing my homework. I need that money, $10 or $15. I could have bought me some lunch, right? I'm on a fixed income. Gotta watch my money. Closer, So, but it's so important that we take the time and become knowledgeable. I was going to share something else with you about Medicare. It's important now if you're yes, we got to stay up on what we have and don't miss any open enrollments to enroll if you have to insure anyone. Say if you get married or whatever, adopt someone. I don't know if you would adopt anyone at a golden age, but sometimes that does happen. Hey, me, I am progressing to being me responsible. And what that is, I am responsible for me for the benefit of my health and welfare, my livelihood. So I'm in a new season, age 72 to 80, that I am focusing on me. I've been a good daughter. I've been a good mother. I've been a good grandmother. And I feel it is my time for me to focus on me. So I have to keep saying that because, like when you've been so used to, putting others first, that it's sort of hard to say, oh, it's okay that I should be the number one priority. I have to keep saying that. There's nothing wrong with me being the number one priority in my life, me. So, but I'm not going to be before you too long. I'm going to be here about 30 minutes. I want to, I mentioned that, no, I didn't. Okay, now our new cost of living increase for Social Security, which will take effect in January, is 3.2%. Part B That's the medical insurance premium. And a lot of us pay the lower one, the 164.90, I think it is, or 164.70. But if your income is over a certain threshold, then you pay more. But the majority of retirees, Social Security retirees, I would say pay that 164. Well, that's going up by $9.70. Really, I think it's sort of going back to the premium amount that it was in 2022. Now, we got a decrease in it last year because they were projecting some medication for diabetes to go up by a certain amount, and that didn't. So we had a reduction in that premium. Now, that's the first time since I started Medicare that the premium has gone down. It has gone up. I started Medicare when I was 65. So I've been on Medicare since 65, age 65. So we're it won't take all of that cost of living to pay for that increase in the premium. So I'm happy about that. I've already done figured out. I'm a planner, y'all. I keep telling y'all that I am a planner. Already done figured out my cost of living increase, what my monthly amount going to be starting January, what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to save it, y'all. You know, I'm saving for my custodial care. So I need to save about $6,300 a year to have my $50,000 in the account by age 80, so I can self-fund my custodial care when I should need it. Now, there's 3 different ways that you can fund that. I was reading up on that. Okay, Medicaid is one way to pay for custodial care, which that would be considered providing your daily assistance with your daily living activities. So long-term care, but I say custodial care. And a Medicaid is one way, and then long-term care insurance. So initially, I will not, qualify for Medicaid. And I didn't take a long-term care policy. Well, let's say I didn't continue it. I purchased it twice, but didn't keep them. So I'm going to self-pay. I'll be self-paying for my custodial care. That's anyone to come in and help me. Oh, hey, Keto Jenny. Hi. Have you been in Oklahoma all the time? I watched one of your videos, Keto Jenny, and I saw that you were in Oklahoma. I knew you the one time towards the spring you said you were moving, but welcome. You're up, but you like me. I get up at 6 o'clock. Oh, thank you. Hey, yeah. I'm getting closer, y'all, to that 50-pound weight loss. I'm gonna make it. But I'm here this morning and, replay the video, but about us staying relevant, with where we are, information that we need to be knowledgeable of as we grow older. It's so important that we do that. And that's why, hey, my channel is about embracing the golden years and beyond. That's one of my niches. My second niche is, well, really the first niche, I started the channel because of traveling is my passion. So I'm going to say my second niche is embracing the golden years and beyond. And then I picked up this third niche, a healthy lifestyle and that encompassed me losing 50 pounds by December 31st. And then I just sort of fell into swimsuit modeling. So, yes. So, hey, I'm on my way. Yes, yes, yes. But if you have any comments, I appreciate them. I just like my platform on my YouTube channel is to dialogue with other aging senior citizens, golden people, golden girls. Yes, I miss golden girls. You know, that golden age, 65 to 80 and beyond. Oh, I'm looking at the beyond, for inspiration that, hey, it is possible. And so since I'm 72 now, so I say God's given me, I'm looking at 40 now. I was looking at 70. And so he's done put me over 2 years into 72 I am. So I want to be healthy. I don't want to be a burden on my children. So I'm doing everything I can to be healthy, taking control and managing my blood glucose, managing my eating. Oh, I used to overeat, eat too often. I was addicted to pop. So, but yes, let me see what my comments are here. Let's see. Yes, we are golden. It's awesome to be golden. I'm telling you, I went to Pontiac, Michigan on Sunday. That's my hometown. I was born and raised in Pontiac, Michigan. And so I went to my childhood church, and it was so emotional going back. I just look out at the congregation, and it's so amazing how, as a young girl, everything seems so big, but the church don't seem that big anymore, and the vestibule doesn't seem that large. But it was nice to be there to fellowship at my childhood church. But I was Miss Warren's daughter. The Warren family lived across the street. And so 3 of Miss Warren has gone on to glory. She lived to be about 96, I think it was. And so, I think it was 96. And so 3 of her children, Alvertus, Evelyn, and Shirley, was at church on Sunday. Alvertus is 79. Evelyn will be 78 this month, and Shirley will be 77 this month. So, I watched them grow up. And so, hey, they were my role models as a young girl. Shirley used to comb my hair in the morning, get me ready to go to school. And so, because I live with my dad, he was off to work. And so, to see them, and it's an inspiration. I'm looking, they doing pretty good. They doing pretty good. So it's just looking at others, as they age. I look at Mother Mason, my daughter's grandmother, that she's a caregiver for. Mother Mason is 98. She is 98, and she did so well. I was figuring it out last night because I've been house sitting here at her house since April 2019. My daughter took her grandmother and her dad back to Georgia to care for them November 2018. So Mother Mason was driving and doing real well for herself up to age 87, and she got the shingles, and she had a bad case of shingles, a bad case. Oh, let's see what Keto Jenny said about Part D. Yes, I have Part D. My job provides it. I retired from the state of Michigan, and so they provide Part D. And right now, with them switching us over to Medicare Advantage, this is what I have through my job. And I thank God I retired from the state of Michigan, and we've been blessed with some good benefits. So I have Blue Cross Medicare Advantage. I have Delta Dental, which that is coming from the state of Michigan as a retiree. And the drug program that they use is Optum. And then I have vision under IMED. So then what I actually have, that Medicare Advantage, that's Part C. And part of my Part C, that as a retiree of state of Michigan, I do have Part D. And it helps. It really helps. It really helps. Let me see what my next question is. Yes, it is. I thank God. I praise him every day that as a retiree of the state of Michigan, that I was blessed with some awesome benefits. And you know what I did is that when I retired, I took a reduced pension so that I took the 50% survivor. So I can only name one beneficiary. So I named my daughter. And so she will get 50% of my pension upon my death. And what she used to do is to, right off the top, take the tax. So she'll have that to pay the tax. She could go on and send it in if she wants to, however she wants to do it. And then she's to split it with my 3 ways, her and her 2 brothers. I have 3 children. So what my daughter will get also, she will have health care coverage when upon my death, and she started drawing my pension. So yay! I'm a planner, y'all. I'm a planner. I was looking ahead. Okay, let me see. Oh, Blue, you got Delta Dental too? Yeah, I've been pretty pleased with Delta Dental. Let's see what Keto said. Oh, wait. Let's see. Oh, so you did move to Oklahoma. Okay. Ooh, all right. Well, congratulations. They don't have any of your insurances. Oh, Kaiser. Oh, they don't have Kaiser. Kaiser was big out in California when I lived in California, in Sacramento. Oh, Kaiser was real big out there. They have Kaiser in Hawaii too. So Oklahoma doesn't have Kaiser, huh? Oh. So, oh yeah. Kaiser is like a HMO, isn't it? See, but yes, so but what I do, I make sure when any dental procedures, I have them to get the pre-authorization, because I got good coverage, but there's a limit on how much you can spend in a calendar year, and so I make sure that I stay within that. I said there's no need for me to pay out of pocket if I don't have to. So I make sure any procedures with the dental office, they get the pre-authorization so I know what they'll pay and what I've got to pay. I'm able to get 3 cleanings a year. So with my vision, I go to the I have to get an annual yes. If I recall, Keto, they were HMO in and what that means, like what you said, you get all your services there, your doctors and everything they do everything right there for you. A health maintenance. And I've always pretty much did the PPO. That's I can go anywhere for service. I don't have to get a referral from the network. I like that. I wanted to be able to choose. In Michigan, when the HMO started, Health Central was the one of the HMO that was in Lansing, Michigan. But I chose, I can't remember right now what it was called, but it was a PPO. So I could select my own doctors. I could select my own hospital. I didn't have to get them. But yes, a lot of people like HMOs. They do. They do. Oh, this is so good. This is what I like to do. I like to talk about what's relevant for us. But I'm going to get off of here. It's been nice. Oh, you're in Cali? Oh, what part of Cali? I'm coming to California November the 1st to Sacramento. Yeah, that's what I got, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue, what part of California are you in? Yes, my daughter and I are doing a vacation together. Usually I go and relieve her so that she can have respite care. But I asked her this year, since the two of us haven't been able to travel too much together, and we both love to travel, that if she could figure a way where we could both do this trip to California. And we've been planning it all year long. And so November 1st, we're going to fly out of, oh, you in the Bay Area? Oh, oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Okay. All right. Okay, we got to try to meet up. We're staying in, Blue. We're staying in Fairfield. And we will be coming to the Bay Area because I have some relatives that live around the Bay Area. Oh, oh wow. We got to figure out how we can get together. I got my email on my website. Yeah. Hey, we can go live. We can go live together, Blue. Big Rooster, he lives in the Bay Area. At one time, he was talking about getting together, but I don't know if he still feels that same way. So I'm going to have to go on his channel and remind him that I'm coming to Sacramento. Hey, and us YouTubers can meet up. Yay! Oh, this is so much fun. I love it. Yes, Fairfield is in between. San Francisco and Sacramento, and we were trying to, be somewhere in between. We're flying into Sacramento, but we're going to come into San Francisco, and we're going to do things there. So we got a week. We're there for a week. We fly in November the 1st, and we leave November the 8th. And my daughter already told me, don't count on her. We get there on a Wednesday. When she goes on her respite break, she takes the first 2 days and she just sleeps. So I'm on my own Thursday and Friday. Oh, you camera shy? Okay. All right. Well, we don't have to go live. We don't have to go live. But I'm gonna get off of here because I got work to do. I'm happy though because I've been cleaning house and I've been here house sitting, and so I'm getting things ready to turn over to my daughter. My assignment is ended here. Hey, someone else has joined us. Who else is on with us? Bye, Keto Jenny. Thanks for stopping in. But please play the replay, and I aspire to be an inspiration for others, and I aspire for others to inspire me. And I want to talk about what is important to me, dialogue, as I age. I keep saying this. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it's for real. It's true. Is that we're taught about puberty, but we're not taught about aging. We're not taught about aging. And the generation before me, say my parents' generation, my father talked to me about everything. And, I'm listening. But I don't know if maybe I'm not around that many people now that I don't have the dialogue. But I created my channel to talk about embracing the golden years and beyond. So I'm going to say, have a happy Friday and go MSU. Beat U of M. Big rivalry game, Michigan State University against University of Michigan. So, that other school. Yes, Geraldine Filer, if you see this, she's been cheering, something to cheer about all year, all season long, the football season, because U of M has been doing awesome this football season. Michigan State, not quite so well, but all right, everyone. Goodbye. Love you. God bless. Stay tuned. I'll be back. Stay relevant now. Stay relevant. Knowledge is key. And sit down and take time to know Medicare and to understand how it works and the original traditional Medicare as compared to Medicare Advantage. Hey, this book comes out annually. Soon as you get it, read it. I messed up because I didn't read it last year in October when I got it. If I would have read it, I wouldn't have paid that $15 for those test strips that should have been that was covered by my insurance company. But hey, I know now. All right, take care. Love y'all. God bless.